this order comes from universal law. So the general law of the universe is you only have the right to control that which you created. Okay? So that's the general law of this whole, everything within this dimension, coming from the universe. You have the right to control that which you create. Okay, so now, starting from up here, from the universe, comes nature. What is nature? When we're talking about, the trees and the animals, it's come from the universe. And you got to understand that when we're talking about these laws of maxim, they're God's laws, and people will ask me, well, how come God's law is beneath universal laws? Let me make this clear. I know I'm gonna have some people who are upset with this list. When we're talking about a God and what a God is, I know a lot of people say, oh, there's only one God. Okay, you're talking about the Most High? But if you're talking about beings, for example, that created these vessels or different vessels out here, there are many. And even if you look in your Bible, if you're a Bible thumping person, or I'm a Christian, whatever you are, look in your Bible. Your Bible is telling you there was more than one God. Well, no, it don't, Diva. Does your Bible have anything in it talking about Elohim? That's many. El meaning God. Ohim is dealing with many gods. Okay. So we're understanding that your Bible is already saying there are many gods, and those many gods come from the universe. And regardless of what dimension your God is in, whether it's on this dimension or a smaller dimension or a macro dimension, they still got to deal with these universal laws. Whatever energy you put out must come back. Whatever God that created these laws right here, we're talking about laws of maxim, they got to deal with these universal laws. And there are many gods. When you're talking about the Most High, that's all of us collectively. The plants, the people, the birds, the dogs, the cats, the bugs, all of that collectively. That's the Most High. All of us are seeing through the eyes of the Most High. So these gods, they got to deal with these laws. That's why they come under here. They also got to deal with natural law. That's why they come under here. And see, this made me want to go into biblical history as well. This is why we go into that in class, because when we're talking about biblical history, there are gods that tried to destroy the humans. It's clear. Science shows it. Historical documentation shows it. Biblical documentation shows it. Ancient scriptural documentation shows it, that somebody tried to destroy the humans. Well, when you try to destroy something, going back to universal law, you shall be destroyed by that thing you tried to destroy. That's how it works. So all gods, and there are many of them, sit under these laws. Okay, now, once again, what is the main law about how this hierarchy of law came into effect? You only have the right to control that which you created. From the universe comes nature. From nature comes these gods. Then these gods create other beings, and they are known as sovereigns. That would be the so-called humans. Even other beings really would be sovereign. But in this case, we're talking about humans. All right? So humans or sovereigns, they create contract laws. Laws that we as living beings adhere to. And then from here, there are treaties, which is where two sovereigns get together, or they come together, and there's an agreement based on tract of land, which in our case would be our declaration. Then we create a set of laws concerning this tract of land that we have claimed. And then there's this organization called federal. Now, when we're talking about federal, this was a group of people, and I call them elite Moors. They came together to make sure that the rights of the people were protected. That's why these people, these federal agents, they have to pledge. They make a pledge that they're going to protect God's property. Well, you are God's property, as we talked about. But on that pledge, it says, so help me God. They got a serious responsibility to protect the people. Now, then we got these people here, corporations. I say people, but yeah, persons is what they are. Persons. There's a difference between persons and people. I'm not going into it right now, unless you ask me. But right here, persons, these dead entities, they are created by a corporation. All right, so now these corporations create these police precincts and other agencies, state of whatever. United States Corporation is right here. United States Corporation. So the only thing United States Corporation has the right to control is what it creates. It's creating state of Georgia, state of Tennessee, state of Texas, state of California, and then those states create policy enforcers or police precincts. And the U.S. corporation is going to create citizens. They got to create an all capital letter version of your name. Then they get to control that. But you as a sovereign up here, they don't get to control this. They didn't create you. Your mother created you. You came from your mother's womb. As soon as you and your mother start claiming the God that you stand under, then you understand why they don't have the right to be trying to control something all the way down here. So they didn't create you, but your mother consented for them to create that all capital letter organization. That's the citizen. That all cap corporation. You up here. The problem is you keep pretending to be this citizen down here. So that's where the hierarchy comes from. You have the right to control what you created. How do you tell me the United States or state of Georgia or state of anything else has the right to control you when they didn't create you? Your mama created you. And if your mother calls on her God and you call on your God, then they don't have no rights down here to control anything of your vessel. I hope that's making sense.